everybody, it's Carrie with Seed to Spoon. I'm out here in our garden today and I'm about to do some more planting. Dale actually got some more of our smart pots ready. He got some of our big bag beds ready, the 100-gallon smart pots. So I've already planted several of them like a week ago or so, but the other ones weren't quite ready. So Dale went through and cleaned them all out and got some fresh compost in there for us. So I'm gonna go through and plant them today. So I am a little late for our area. We are in October now, the very beginning of October, so there's not a lot that we can go through and plant, but I am going to be doing some microgreens. So what I'm going to plant today is some kale microgreens, and it's a huge bag that I actually got off of Amazon, and these are a mixture of blue curled Scotch, Premier, and red Russian kale. So I'm going to plant those, and I'm going to show you how I go about doing microgreens outside. For those of you who aren't familiar with the term microgreens, essentially all it means is harvesting the plant at an earlier stage of its growth. So whenever we plant microgreens, we plant, kale, spinach, peas, broccoli, whatever you want to use, and you'd plant it really dense, and then you go through and you harvest it while it's really young. So the reason why microgreens are really great is because you have a lot of nutrients in them. All of the nutrients that are in that seed that will go all the way into the plant, whenever you harvest it, you get all of those nutrients into that little small amount. So you get more nutrients in a smaller amount that you're eating. So it's just a really healthy way of eating from your garden, and it's a really easy way to do it also. So I will say also that we are a little late to plant here, but we are going to continue planting things, and we're going to continue going and try just covering using floating row covers with plastic sheeting and see if we can try and insulate and see how long into our winter we can go. So we're going to continue growing and hopefully be able to harvest food in the winter. We already have a few of our floating row covers built from previous seasons, but I need to build a whole lot more. So be prepared. There will be a video coming up soon about those because I will be going to the store and getting all the parts for that and building a lot more of those. So I will have a video coming out soon. So make sure that you subscribe if you are not already, so that way you can be notified when that video comes out. So as you can see, these seeds are pretty small. So whenever you plant microgreens, you want to make sure that you plant them real dense down here. So I'm going to plant them real dense, and then I'm going to come through with and just gently cover them. You want them not to be too far down into the soil, and then whenever they come up, you can harvest them at any stage, but once they come up, like start to here, you can start to just start chopping them and start harvesting them and eating them in the kitchen. So I'm just going to go through and finish up planting this whole 100-gallon smart pot with these kale seeds. So I'm just going to go through and gently cover all of these up now. So this is one of the reasons, because I use so many seeds, that I love buying in bulk. And I'll include the link to that seed packet that I use that I got off of Amazon. Okay, so now that I finished planting that out, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to water it in, soak it in, and then I'm also going to make sure that I label it so I don't forget that I planted that, since we have several big bag beds over here. So I'm going to go through with a popsicle stick and a Sharpie and just put that in there so that way I remember what I planted. I'm also going to, while I have my phone out here, I'm also going to log it into our Garden Plus garden that we have. If you haven't heard of that, that's one of the features in the From Seed to Spoon app, that you can log when you plant your seeds, and it'll walk you through, like it'll tell you when your seeds are going to sprout, when you can start harvesting, when you should water, things like that. So if you haven't checked out our app yet, make sure that you do. It's From Seed to Spoon. It's available for download for free in the iOS and Android store. And it'll walk you through growing over 100 different fruits, vegetables, herbs, including, the kale we talked about today, everything. So make sure you check that out, and we'll see you next time.